Hey guys, and welcome back. Hope your guys' this weekend was pretty good. There's not a whole lot I'm going to talk about here today. This video is not going to be like top quality because I actually fell behind in recording gameplay. I know, my fault, but we'll be back with the gameplay tomorrow night, and hope you guys will enjoy it. But right now, this video is just going to be a quick video. I'm just going to go through a couple things and what I want to talk about. So it looks like the PlayStation 4 Neo might possibly release this year, of September of this year to be exact. And Sony did confirm that the Neo existed before the LA event E3 2016. They did confirm that it was a real thing, but despite having it announced a week before and not showing at E3, there's still rumors that, like, hey, this thing might actually release this year, which, I don't know. With Microsoft announcing the Scorpio for next fall, which I will give them credit, they allowed at least 4 years or so between the console, because the Scorpio is the next console. It's not like, oh, Scorpio is the upgraded Xbox One. No, it's Xbox something else. It's a brand new console. Just, that's what it is. That's how it is. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. So it looks like that several sources have indicated to me that PlayStation Neo launches this year despite an E3 no-show, is what Richard Ledbetter from Eurogamer has stated. So it looks like multiple sources have confirmed that it will possibly release sometime this year, but there is not really any explanation for it. Like, they said it existed. Now it's like, I don't know if it's going to come out this year. They might wait till next year. I'm not entirely sure what they have planned for that. But it looks like for Skyrim, Special Edition on the PlayStation 4 is not free for PS owners. I don't know why it would be, because wouldn't you rather... To me, I'd rather give them my money. Like, here you go, here's the money, whatever. But it looks like Bethesda will give you a free upgradable like edition on October 28th on the PC, because obviously, whatever. If you want Skyrim on the PS3 or 360, you'll have to pay $60 on October 28th to get the Skyrim. And they asked Bethesda, like, why isn't it free? Which, to me, it's not a big deal. Honestly, like, I'll give them money again. It's not like, oh, I'm so cheap, I can't afford it. Why should you expect the game for free? Yeah, you bought it once. It's no different than buying another remastered game that, like, The Last of Us Remastered or Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know if that rings a bell, and something just popped up on my computer screen here. They said, we're making a game available for Xbox One and PS4. It already exists on PC with a high-res textures, because it's for a new platform just like any other remaster for new platforms. And the PC one actually makes a boatload of sense, because the PC version has always existed, alright? And people aren't going to buy Skyrim Special Edition again because there's mods. So they're like, well, fuck, we might as well just give it to them for free, because obviously they can mod the game, and we'll just give them the better version for supporting us. See, that makes more sense. PC has been on here for a long time, since the game released. It's been on Steam, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But they're not... I wouldn't buy the game again. That's like Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition on the PC. Like, why would I buy that again for a PC when I can just max out the graphics and get the same experience? I don't know. So yeah, I'm glad that Bethesda... It makes sense. You guys might not agree with me, but it totally makes sense. Like I said, I'd rather give them money than them give it to me for free, because I wasn't expecting them to give it to me for free. I'll buy it again, just because Bethesda is a really good developer. They're like one of my favorite developers, and whatever. And he also said there were many reasons why they decided to remaster Skyrim instead of Oblivion and Morrowind. Yeah. I wouldn't like them to remaster Oblivion or Morrowind, just because Skyrim was their game. That is a big freaking game. To remaster that, I think that'd be pretty cool. And I'm glad they did. So, moving on. Last piece of news here, guys. Xbox One Scorpio will not make 4K mandatory, but devs could make performance better instead. So, this is really interesting. So, when asked on Twitter, the developers can instead go for 1080p 60 frames per second and massively upgraded visuals. And Spencer said, we'll talk more about this later, but we've never said we'd mandate 4K frame buffer. We won't. He said, basically, in GameSpot's website at E3, where he said, we're absolutely be open to that. I think creative freedom and how you want to use the power of the box is something that I've always support. I came from first party, as you guys know, so putting in the right tools in the hands of the creators, the best creators, is our job as the platform. One thing we should make sure of or one thing that we should make sure that everyone understands is every game that comes out on the Xbox One family will run on the original Xbox One, Xbox One S, and Scorpio. So we will have some questions. Are they going to be a Scorpio exclusive games? No, the line of the games you're going to get to play is the same. So, I don't agree with them on that. All right, once the Scorpio comes out in next year, next fall, or whatever, next holiday season, next fall, whatever, you're gonna start to see slowly like only available on the Xbox Scorpio, the codename Scorpio. So, yeah, you're gonna start to see games that you're not gonna be able to get on the Xbox One, which fucking sucks, cause they're basically forcing you to buy the Scorpio. But I don't have an issue because I have a good enough PC to run these games. It's just the fact that they're basically giving you the middle finger and telling you, oh, you're screwed. They say this now. Mark my words. They will definitely have exclusive Xbox Scorpio games once the console comes out, maybe for a couple months, even a year into the release of the console. So it's nothing new. It's just something Microsoft will do, as well as Sony with the Neo possibly. Even though I heard rumors that the Xbox Scorpio blows the Neo out of the water, which, if it does, great. If it doesn't, oh well. But yeah, mark my words, you guys will definitely see games only available on the Xbox Scorpio. Now, you might see the games available on Xbox One launch. Xbox One, I'll call it, or the One S. But that's going to be totally downgraded. You're going to be like, oh, I want those better graphics and I want the better games. I'm not getting the same games I am on this. And that's when you start to draw people away. You know, that's when people are like, you know what, I'm done. We're done with this, and that's it. I'm done with console. I'll just build a PC. That's when he says, oh, we want to keep people back. Well, it's hard to do that when you're releasing consoles every 2 to 3 years, and this will just open the floodgates for them to say, well, let's release a console every 2 years, every 3 years, and then it'll go down to 2 years, and then every year. People aren't going to fork over the cash every year to get a new console. Absolutely not. That's the beauty of consoles, is to have the freedom to know to upgrade. Like, you at least get roughly 3 to 5 years out of the console, typically, is what it should be. Now, the PS3 and 360, that's a different exception. He said if you look at a game like Halo 5, it implements something called dynamic scaling. As scenes get more complex, in order to maintain 60 frames per second, they actually will change the resolution that you are running at, and they are not the only game that does this. So if you run the game on Project Scorpio, you're actually going to be at max frame rate of that game more often. And then he basically closed it up and said, I want to talk about Scorpio so customers can feel they have a view into what we are doing so they can make the decision that is right for them. Now, to me, the Scorpio announcement, that's going to hurt their Xbox One S sales. Hands down, that's going to hurt it. Like, they never should have came out until after the Xbox One S has been, like, on the shelves for at least a month. I mean, then, I don't know. To me, it doesn't... I'll be like, well, why would I buy the One S for $300 when I could probably get the Scorpio for $400 next year? Doesn't make any sense. So I don't... It's kind of like an awkward situation for them to announce the Scorpio. Yeah, like I said, though, you guys will... definitely see Xbox exclusive games to the Scorpio. It'll happen. But like I said, you'll see games on the Xbox One launch one, but they will not look nearly as good as what you saw on the trailers and the videos that you saw of gameplay. It's just not right, man. It's just not right. Well, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like this video, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Have a good one.